everybody, it's time for another Tag It Tuesday video, and I hope you will come over to the blog and join me and link up your tag as well. As usual, I'm starting out with just a number 5 manila shipping tag, and our theme this month is primary colors and basic shapes. So I'm starting out with some of my circle making tools and some Versamark ink, and I'm making some impressions on the tag that I'm then going to emboss with clear embossing powder. And after we get these embossed, you can kind of see those there on the tag. I'm going to take my 3 distress inks and put them directly onto my craft mat and then spray some water on them to juice them up really good. And then I'm just going to start dipping my tag on those, and I'm going to heat set that ink in between each layer and then go back and pick up more color and more pattern with drops and splotches and things like that, making sure that I dry in between each dip into the color. And you can immediately see those circles show up that I embossed with the embossing powder. I keep trying to go back into that blue and really pick up more of that blue, but of course it's mixing with the yellow and I'm getting more of a green down there on the bottom left hand corner of my tag. But that's okay. We know it was blue. We know I started out with primary colors, so it's all good. Hey, it's just ink and tags. Okay, now I am taking a scrap piece of plastic canvas and I'm going to hit that with some distress paint and use that as a stamp, if you will, onto my tag. So now we have not only the circles, but we'll have some little bitty squares on here as well. Well, now you know that I couldn't do anything without pulling out my bubble stencil, because it is, after all, my favorite stencil. And then I'm just using some pale yellow acrylic craft paint. And I'm going to sponge through that with a little dauber just to pick up some more circle shapes. Now I'm taking a white jelly roll pen and adding little dots inside each little square that was created with that piece of plastic canvas, just to give it a little bit more interest. I just never know when to stop when I'm working on a mixed media project. Does anybody else have that problem? Hey. Alright, then I'm also taking a black pit pen and I'm going to outline some of the circles. I wish I had not done this in hindsight, because some of them kind of looked wonky, but you know, like I said, it's just paint, just paper, just ink, and we're just having fun. Alright, now I'm trying to come back with my blue distress ink. I think this is Faded Blue Jeans. And I'm going to try to add some edging here and try to emphasize that this was blue that I started with, even though most of it turned to kind of a fun green down on the bottom corner of my tag. So just going in to deepen the edges and give it a little framing look. Okay, next I am taking some white acrylic paint that I'm watering down just a little bit, and this little old baby toothbrush that I've had forever, and I'm adding some white splatters onto the tag just for some more interest, and because I can. Okay, now I'm taking some black archival ink and some letter stamps, and I'm stamping out the word shine on some ivory colored cardstock, and I will cut that out and give it a little color character with some of the distress ink as well, and add that to the tag with some foam dimensional tape. And I did also, at the end, I don't think I showed it on film, but I took some stickles and added some little glitter dots in the corners of this little word piece. I decided I would back this tag with some coordinating solid color cardstock, and this is actually some old Stampin' Up! Cardstock. I believe this is the more mustard color, and I'm using some double-sided tape to attach that, and we'll trim that down and then punch through that hole there with my Crop-A-Dile so that that opening is still there for me to add ribbon at the end. So I hope you'll come over to my blog, and I will put the link in the comments below, and you can play along with us and link up your tag. We do this every month, and I give you a little theme to follow. And this year we're concentrating a lot on color, so we're having a really good time doing this, and I hope you'll join me. And in the meantime, enjoy the still pictures at the end, and I hope that you will like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And the most important thing is I hope that you have a blessed day. Thank you so much for coming by.